Welcome. Today we are ranking the absolute best ad clearing primaries in the game. I will also be making a video for special and heavy weapons, so make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon to be notified when I upload new videos. And if I miss one of your favorites, make sure to let me know down in the comments below. This list is in no specific order, and we are grouping up all the legendaries into one section, or this video would end up being an hour long. So starting off in the number 1 spot is legendary primaries. In order for a legendary to be great at ad clearing, it is solely based off the perks for the weapon. So if you have any legendary with one of these perks we're about to discuss, then it's probably a good weapon for clearing out ads. First, we have Incandescent. When you defeat an enemy, you will apply a 30 scorch stack to every enemy within 4 meters, and killing a powerful combatant will increase to 8 meters. The stacks can be further increased with solar fragments. The next perk is very similar, and that is destabilizing rounds. Weapon kills apply volatile to other enemies in a 6.5 meter radius around the target. Next, we have Volt Shot. Reloading after a kill will grant your weapon Volt Shot, and your next weapon hit will jolt the target. We also have Kinetic Tremors and Explosive Payload being good options. Moving on to the exotics, at number 2 we have my personal favorite, the Osteo Striga. To obtain this beautiful weapon, you must own the Witch Queen, beat the campaign, then you can craft it at the Enclave on Mars. This is a 600 RPM submachine gun with its main perk being Screaming Swarm. Fires a stream of sentient, toxic projectiles that track to the target enemy. It takes a while to get used to because the bullets are slow, but they can track. The other perk for this weapon is Toxic Overload. It reminds me of my ex. Landing a final blow or multiple precision hits with a burst that poisons nearby targets. This weapon also has a catalyst that it gives 20 stability and 28 reload speed, but also poison final blows return ammo to the magazine. At number 3 we have a weapon that some people might not agree with, and that is the Wishender. Sure, Wishender doesn't kill a lot of ads all at once, but you can run any high-end PvE content like Grandmaster Nightfalls. You will soon realize that this thing can one-shot any red bar, and it deals a good amount of damage to everything else. To obtain the Wishender, you can go to the tower, interact with the quest archive kiosk next to the postman. Select the exotic tab and pick the Wishender quest. From here, you'll probably want to watch a guide because you will have to complete some puzzles within the Shattered Throne dungeon in the Dreaming City. This weapon allows you to see through walls with a fully drawn bow and is strong against barrier champions. Added to the game this season with the launch of Crota's End raid, we have number 4, the Necrochasm. This isn't a random raid drop like other raid exotics. Instead, you must beat the raid first, then you will need to interact with the chest at the end to get the quest. After finishing the quest, you obtain the gun. This is a 720 RPM auto rifle, and its main perk is Cursebringer. Precision final blows trigger a Curse Thrall explosion. Final blows with Curse Thrall explosions refill the magazine. It also has Desperation. Maybe I should give her a call. Reloading after a precision final blow or a final blow with a Curse Thrall explosion increases your rate of fire. And if you have the catalyst, it adds Outlaw, which greatly decreases reload upon precision kills. At number 5 we have the Fighting Lion. I couldn't leave this one out or the Fighting Lion community would hunt me down. They're all low-key kind of crazy. This weapon is a random world exotic, so you'll have to get an exotic engram to drop, open them from your season pass, buy an engram from Zur each week, or hope Zurik's selling it. This is a very unique weapon because it is a grenade launcher that uses primary ammo. The main perk is Delayed Gratification. Grenade projectiles will bounce off surfaces and release your shooting button to detonate. The other perk is Thin the Herd. Direct hits do more damage to combatant shields. Dealing damage increases reload speed. Rapid final blows against grenade damage combatants refill the magazine. Also, the catalyst gives it more reload speed. With the buff to hand cannons this season, we had to add the Sunshot to the list with the number 6 spot. The Sunshot is another random world exotic drop, so hopefully you have good RNG. The main perk is Sunburn. This weapon fires explosive rounds and highlights targets. Also Sunblast. Targets killed with Sunshot explode in solar energy. The catalyst gives this weapon more range and stability. This weapon absolutely clears rooms, and it's super satisfying to watch everything explode. At number 7 we have the king of ad clearing with the Trinity Ghou. This has been a long favorite for most people when it comes to clearing out enemies quickly. Just like the Sunshot, this is a random world drop. The main perk is Split Electron. Fires an arrow that splits when released. Aiming down sights and fully drawing the bow both decreases the spread, as well as Lightning Rod. Precision kills grant the next shot chain lightning capabilities. The catalyst adds Forked Lightning. Lightning Rod now triggers from any arc damage final blow, and it also also decreases draw time. Moving along to number 8 is the Graviton Lance. This is yet another random exotic world drop, but at least you are on a knockout system, so eventually you will get this weapon. The main perk is Black Hole. Second shot of a burst rips a hole through time-space, doing high amount of damage and recoil with no fall off. Also, Cosmology. Kills with this weapon cause targets to detonate and spawn void projectiles that track targets. The catalyst gives this gun Vorpal weapon and turnabout, as well as range. After getting one kill with this weapon, you can just sit back, relax, and watch it absolutely demolish everything. At number 9, we have a great defensive weapon when dealing with arc damage, and that is the Riskrunner. You can easily get this weapon by doing the New Light quest. For the main perk, we have Arc Conductor. When taking arc damage, this weapon becomes more powerful and resists incoming arc damage. Kills extend the time in this overcharged state. Also, Super Conductor. When Arc Conductor is active, shots fired have a chance to become chain lightning and return ammo. The catalyst gives it range. This weapon is heavily dependent on going against arc enemies for it to be a monster. We finally made it. The last weapon on my list for best primary ad killing goes to Outbreak Perfected. To get this weapon, you need to go to the tower and buy it from the monument for some materials. It is not cheap. The main perk is Corruption Spreads. This weapon creates Siva nanite swarms on rapid hits and precision kills. Also, Parasitism. This weapon does more damage to enemies based on the number of Siva nanites attached to them. The catalyst adds Disease Vector. Increases nanite damage. Enemies that die with nanites attached to them generate additional nanites. Well fellas, that is my list for the 10 best ad clearing primaries in the game. Be on the lookout for my top 10 special and heavy weapons next. Again, let me know down in the comments below if I missed your favorite, and if you made it this far, I appreciate you. And as always, have an awesome day. Peace.